what do we have here? HighwayMen, HighwayMan.
I was a highwayman.
Wait a minute.
Along the coach road.
Hold on. We gotta stop. We gotta give me your pause real quick. I don't even know who the highwaymen are. Apparently it's like Johnny Cash and like Waylon Jennings. Let me see, Johnny Cash. I'm gonna have to look this up. This is getting closer to we getting real close to the classics today because I've never actually heard of the Highwaymen. So I want to know who that is. I think it's a super group of country artists. Right now, this is getting closer to the classics. Like I said, I'm Krizz Kaliko. If you're new to me, I'm the only gold and platinum rapper, singer, songwriter, producer that's reacting to videos on YouTube. This is closer to the classic. Let's go.
Krizz Kaliko.
Kaliko?
Krizz Kaliko.
Krizz! Oh, they're waking Krizz up! Uh-oh!
First of all, I want to say thank you to all of the guys that reacted to me. I put you guys in my intro because I'm an artist and people have reacted to me. I might be one of the only artists I think that people have reacted to that reacts to other artists. So I don't know. Y'all tell me yes or no, man. Make sure you like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm going to also have a membership that you guys can, if by the time you see this, it might already be happening. I'll be having a membership to where you'll be able to get early access to these reactions before everybody else does. But for right now, guys, subscribe and make sure you comment. I don't know who all is in this group, so I'm sure that I will see them. And if I don't recognize you guys, make sure you tell me in the comments who everybody is. I do country music. And I've done it since 2013. I also did an EP with Colt Ford, who is a legend. He is healing. He had a massive heart attack a couple of months ago, and he is actually healing. So all your prayers and good energy and blessings, man, send to Colt Ford. That is my brother. And then I got a lot of brothers in country music, but these are older guys. I'm assuming that I know Johnny Cash has passed away. I don't know who all is alive still in this group, but if I can't recognize them, make sure you guys tell me. HighwayMen, and the song is called Highwayman. Let's get it, man. I recognize Willie Nelson's voice at the beginning there.
I was a highwayman. Along the coach roads I did ride.
Oh, they did a Western.
With sword and pistol by my side. Many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade.
Hey. Oh.
Many a soldier shed his lifeblood on my blade.
Oh.
The bastards hung me in the spring of 25. But I am still alive.
All right, give me a pause. I don't know, and this is no diss, but I don't know that I've ever seen Willie Nelson as a young dude. I feel like Willie Nelson is forever preserved because I've seen him my whole life. Of course, on 80s TV, he was on TV a lot, but I don't know that I've ever seen Willie Nelson as a young man. I've seen Johnny Cash as a young man, especially with that picture of him where he's flipping people off, flipping the camera off. Waylon Jennings, I'm kind of familiar with him. Shout to Waylon Jennings. I don't know that I've seen him as a young man either, and then I got to see who else is in this. So let's keep going. I just thought I'd say that.
I was a sailor. I was born upon the tide. With the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner around the Horn of Mexico.
Oh.
I went aloft to furl the mainsail in a blow. And when the yards broke off, they said that I got killed.
Okay, that's Kristoferson. But I recognize, give me a pause. I recognize Kristoferson from movies.
I'm living still.
I didn't know he sang.
I was a dam builder across a river deep and wide.
That's Cash.
Where steel and water did collide. A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado.
Hey.
I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below.
Wait a minute. Give me a pause. He said I slipped and fell. I told you guys in other videos that when in videos in the 80s and maybe even 90s, I don't know when this came out, if they said I fell, you're going to see them falling. If they said I looked, they say, I looked right into that old camera back over there. They like, it was very, very literal. If they said it in the lyrics, it happened. But in this particular case, this cat said, if Johnny said he slipped and fell, this is way more than a slip and fall.
I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below.
Y'all give me a super pause. I did not notice the first time I saw that was what we called back in the day a dummy. This is not a person right here. Hold on, let's get a closer look. This is not a person falling. Let me see that. Let me see this.
To the wet concrete below.
That is not a person.
They buried me in that
that was Waylon. I thought that was Johnny.
But I am still around. I'll always be around and around and around and around and around.
Shout out to Struggle Jennings, my homie. Waylon's grandson.
I fly a starship across the universe divide.
There's Johnny Cash.
And when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again. Or I may simply be a single drop of rain. But I will remain. I'll be back again and again and again and again and again and again.
Okay, give me a pause. Give me a pause. That looks like to the right of Johnny, to the left of Johnny Cash. I almost said Johnny Gill. Johnny Gill is from New Edition. That might be young. I might be able to have seen it. That might be young. What's the name? Why did I just forget his name like that quick? I be having brain fog since I got COVID, y'all. I'm sorry. Young Willie Nelson. That might be young Willie Nelson right there for the first time. Because there's young Johnny Cash, and I know when he passed, he had like totally white hair. Is Kristoferson still living? And as a matter of fact, is Waylon Jennings still living? I don't know that. I do, like I said, I know Struggle, man. He's a country artist. And I think that Struggle Jennings, I think that's his grandpa, Waylon. I might be saying that wrong. Y'all, I'm sure you won't have any problem correcting me in the comments, so correct me. But that is a young Willie Nelson, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I could have just let it end. Sorry, I could have just let it in because they ended right there anyway. Dope video, man. That was wild. Why did that give me a little jolt of emotion? Not enough to cry. I know I've cried on here a couple times before, but that gave me like a little jolt of emotion because there's a lot of people that have gone out in this country and done things that we won't do. Why they're fighting for the country, politically and all of that, I leave that kind of stuff alone. But there's brave people that are braver than me. I know that have gone out. It made me think about it when he showed the airman, the person in the fighter jet right there. Now there was also somebody robbing a stagecoach at the beginning too. Braver than me. Again, braver than me. If I got to be more resourceful about getting income than robbing places. But it made me think about it when I saw, the only thing I remember was somebody robbing, and then I remembered somebody at the end in the fighter jet. It just made me think about the U.S. military, and my hat's off. Thank you guys for your service. If you're military and you're watching, guys, much braver than most of us would ever be, and it just made me think about it. I don't know. That gave me a jolt of emotion. This is a very wild video. This is dope. I did not ever know they had a super group with Waylon Jennings, Kristoferson, Johnny Cash, and Willie Nelson. I did not know that those were the 4 guys, and I had never heard of this group. That's so dope. This must have been, they look pretty young. Nobody had gray hair yet, so I wonder if this was 70s or 80s or what. Again, with the movies, man, they always had movies in them 80s videos. Not the 70s, not the 90s, not the 2000s. The 80s had them short films, and this did not fall short, of course, guys. Thank you so much. This is, I'm sure, a classic. Gotta be with those dudes in it. And I thank you for getting closer to them. To me, man, that's the show. Thank you, guys. Closer to the Classics podcast with Krizz Kaliko. Cali, baby. Oh.
Krizz Kaliko.
Kaliko?
Krizz Kaliko. Krizz! Oh, they're waking Krizz up. Uh-oh.